In this English lesson, I wanted to help you learn the English phrase to come up with. But before I talk about it, sorry, I know you've been enjoying the lessons in my local town. Today I'm just out here in the countryside. Or am I? What if I was to turn the camera? You would then see that I'm actually on the edge of town. I kind of tricked you a bit. But anyways, back to the lesson. We'll walk in a bit. To come up with means to think of something. When you're talking with someone, sometimes you have to come up with topics. You have to think of things to talk about. Sometimes in school, the teacher will ask students to come up with new ideas or to come up with the answer. So the phrase to come up with simply means to think of something. I have to regularly come up with ideas for these English lessons. I sit, usually if I'm sitting somewhere and I'm bored, I spend the time just thinking so that I can come up with some new ideas. The second phrase I wanted to teach you today is the phrase to come and go. When you say that something is going to come and go, it means it's going to happen and then go away. Probably the best example I can give of this is pain. Sometimes when you have pain, it will come and go. Oh, I folded this up. I should show you. Sometimes when you have pain, it will come and go. Is that the right side? Yes, it is. I had this a lot a few years ago when I was having some medical problems. I had pain and it would just come and go. Sometimes I would have pain and then sometimes it would go away and then it would come back. It would come and go. So anyways, to review, now that I've crumpled up my paper, when you say that you are going to come up with something, it means you're going to think of something. Maybe you're going to try and come up with a funny thing to say in your next conversation. And when we use the phrase to come and go, we're talking about something that happens and then doesn't happen and then happens again. Pain's a good example. I'm trying to think of another one. You can use it for people as well. Like, oh, he just kind of comes and goes as he pleases. That would be one. But hey, let's look at a comment from a previous video. This comment is from Judith. Thanks for the view of a Canadian town. And my response, I'll try and find another good place to go today. I am enjoying finding places to go. It's really no worry and no bother. I am enjoying finding different places in my town to just pop out from work for a bit and make a little video. So today we're once again in another, what we would call subdivision. By the way, this is the playground in the small park. And you can see here some of the houses. These are somewhat big actually. I thought they were smaller. Maybe I drove too far. My plan was to show you some more modest size houses today. Some houses that are more the size that Jen and I would be able to afford if we decided to live in town, which will probably never happen, by the way. We're too happy living out in the country. Oh, and here's a sign for you to read. I'm sure you can figure out what this means. It means if you drive down this road, there is no way to get out at the other end. You'll have to turn around. We would actually call this a cul-de-sac in English. So as you go to the end, there's just a circle. I'm not sure I'll get there fast enough to show you, but if you look at the end, there's just a few houses, and then you can kind of turn your vehicle around and come back out again. So technically, there is an exit. The exit's just the same place where you came in. So the entrance and the exit are the same thing. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. Sorry I tried to trick you at the beginning, but it's always fun to do things like that for me. I'll see you in a couple days with another short English lesson. Bye.